These riders, you know, there's a timer right there counting you down, giving you the time, and it's always a tricky thing trying to figure out how long to get down there because the horses are just really, really, really excited, really ready to run, really ready to get on the job, and you just kind of have to keep a lid on it until you can get them out the gate. And, you know, we talking to Tamie yesterday, this, whoa, really stands off that jump.
Salaguayre, California, owned by the Griglia family, Julianne Griglia for Tamie Smith. And she comes forward to us from Temecula, California, above this mare, did all her prep work on the West Coast. This horse last ran at Galway Downs a few weeks ago in the 4-star division there, and you can see how big this mare's step really is. This is a horse that won big in the long division last year at the end of the year, and because of that made the elite training list for USAEventing.
Yeah, she's fabulous there. She does the same line Liz Halliday did, maybe sliced it even tighter, stayed right on the inside track, 7 strides up and across, and that's where these guys that, you know, again, that are the top professionals that are going to be the winners, that are going to be on the podium, they just, every second counts. Anywhere that they can shave a second, they do. It's not just about getting from one side to the other. It's how you get from one side to the other.
So Sid Elliott and QC Diamante are actually much faster than they seem to look a bit, and just adding 3.6 on the clock. They will come forward with a 34.1. And that will slate them right behind Mia Farley, who remains the clubhouse leader of those we've seen. And Tamie kind of bridges her reins and navigates California through those quickly. And this horse is a really neat mare. She was a pure show jumper until the age of 7, came over Argentinian bred, and she's really stepped up and found her way in eventing. David Adamo produced her early on when the mare came over, and Tamie and she are really finding their way. She's got a lot of opinions, as you saw when she got very excited to be able to get out on this course from the start box. She does the same thing kind of in the warm-up of the dressage, but when it's time to perform, she typically is very focused on the task at hand, and they've quickly made their way through the first part of the course. And now Tamie will settle her friend California down a bit and make the turn to the Defender off-road.
Oh, I think you could be describing the horse or Tamie.
They are two fierce ladies on a mission.
You know, and you can see that this mare really lands, digs deep and takes off. I mean, got a very obvious kind of grit line there where she just looks like an event horse through and through. That's for sure. She found her calling.
She's developing her grit from Tamie too. When you see them land, and Tamie takes no time away from her fences, kicks the mare on, and the mare obliged. And Missy Miller is now on course as well. Of our screens, she's been training with Tamara Smith out west, and Tamie and she on course at the same time. And I could guess that might have been the final conversations with Missy of her plan, even as Tamie rounded the box, always looking to help out everyone else around her, and so many people training with her now.
And Quinn and Missy Miller now over to shelter.
See that she sees that spot a million miles out of that table, and now they have to kind of settle down here and make this turn into this Rolex water. Yeah, and you can see the mare spot on. Tamie's able to kind of just keep her reins a little bit long and guide her around the turn, and successful so far for Tamie Smith in Salaguayre, California. But with the part of the course that we've seen give the most trouble, will they be able to stay clean, and how fast can they fly? A score in now from Melanie Smith and Shakedown Street. They add 20 penalties and 13.2 on the clock. They sit on 70.4, their two-day score. As we get ready to watch a new starter around the box. This will be Canada's Hannah Bundy And Tamie Smith continues her quick trip around this Cosequin 4-star, saying, come on, California, listen up. Yeah, super. And you saw Tamie coming to that, just kind of giving the mare a little tap, saying, come on, girl, there's something big coming up, and you don't know what it is, but I do. And it looks like maybe she's just a tiny bit tired, and Tammie's saying, come on, I know you have a little bit left in the tank. We're really close. Let's do it. We're almost there. And for these horses, too, that involves a lot of trust in their riders, because they don't necessarily know when the course is over, so they have to lean on you to kind of guide them home. And she's got one more combination to go. There you get a beautiful shot at where a lot of people will be enjoying their day and watching from the Mars Sustainability Bay as Tamie makes her way back to the Mighty Moguls. Big Buckeye table. Oh my gosh.
You know, and here at the end of the track, I mean, you can tell that this mare keeps running, keeps fighting, keeps going, but she is getting a little bit tired. And the first thing that you see there is the lack of adjustability. And the shot she had in on A was probably not the ideal one, but she fought for it, and so did the mare. So right now we're just trying to get it home as close as we can to time.
She's got a few more to jump.
10 seconds to make it home.
I don't think they're quite going to get under. She could make a liar out of me. Just this last fence to go.
Gonna quite make it, so it's 0.4 per second.